What is the difference between JSA and PSA authentication? If you are a collector of sports memorabilia, you may have heard of Jim Thorpe autographs and the importance of authentication. But what exactly is the difference between James Spence authentication and professional sports authenticator? Let's break it down. Both James Spence authentication and professional sports authenticator, specifically their autograph division known as PSA, are leaders in the field of autograph authentication. They play a vital role in verifying whether a signature is genuine, which is essential for the value of items like Jim Thorpe autographs. Each service provides a letter of authenticity or certificate that accompanies the signed item. This documentation is crucial for resale and helps build collector confidence. Now, let's look at their reputations and focus. James Spence Authentication is well known for its expertise in authenticating unwitnessed autographs. This means they verify signatures obtained without a third-party witness. They have built a large database of autograph images, making them highly respected in the sports memorabilia community. On the other hand, PSA is also reputable but has a broader focus that includes grading and encapsulation services, particularly for sports cards and memorabilia. When it comes to the authentication process, James Spence Authentication provides a detailed letter of authenticity that is signed by James Spence himself and notarized. This adds a level of professionalism that collectors appreciate. PSA also issues letters of authenticity, but sometimes their wording can be less clear. However, PSA includes photos of the authenticated item in their online verification database, which is a feature that James Spence Authentication does not offer. Speaking of online verification, PSA has an extensive online database where collectors can view images and details of authenticated items, including any inscriptions. In contrast, James Spence Authentication has a database used internally for verification but does not provide public photos of specific items. Another difference lies in how they list signatures on their letters of authenticity. James Spence Authentication tends to list all players or signers on multi-signed items, while PSA often highlights only the most prominent signatures. In terms of pricing, both services are generally comparable. James Spence Authentication offers additional services like house calls for authentication, which can be convenient for high-value items. PSA does not typically provide house calls but is known for show specials and encapsulation services that combine authentication with grading. For collectors of historical sports memorabilia like Jim Thorpe autographs, choosing between these two services can depend on the type of item and personal preference. If you have an autograph obtained at an event without a witness, James Spence Authentication might be the better choice. For sports cards with autographs, especially those pulled from packs, PSA's combined grading and authentication service is often preferred. In the end, both James Spence Authentication and PSA provide trusted autograph authentication. Understanding their differences can help you make informed decisions about your sports collectibles. Whether you lean towards James Spence Authentication for its detailed documentation or PSA for its online verification, knowing these distinctions is essential for any serious collector.